Hi Taurus, welcome to your extended. All right, first of all, that's you, and you are coming up real good. The water signs in your life may not necessarily feel too good about that. They might have gotten used to you. It doesn't have to be a water sign, but it's someone who's mad, moody, and mean, kind of. They might have some real pain this month as you come into your power even more. It's a slow process with you guys. We know that. But the power is coming. And these are two very strong cards. They're not very far apart in the deck. They have a lot of the same energy. Very earth, very powerful, dominating. But there's an ease about it. These hands that they have raised, these different things they have around them, it's all about veneration. It's the scepter in her hand. It's the scepter in his hand. It's the relaxed feeling of it. The folds of the clothes are the same. There is a sensuality to it. You know that poem? I think it's a troubadour poem, Upon Julia's Clothes, the liquefaction, he says, of her clothes. Oof! Here it is. It's sensual, right? So how does that apply to what's happening here? Well, this is where we end up when we go through that new door and we let new passions come in and we lose the fear of how the old passions died out. A lot of times I feel like Tauruses need their relationship to just work. No matter what's going on, they're like, no, it has to work out. It has to work out. And I don't know how much of that happens at your expense. That's one of the only ways that I cannot relate. It's all fine and good as long as it's at my expense. However, having said that, being heartbroken, you don't have a choice. When you're really hurt, you can't make that Gemini decision. Not even a Gemini can make that Gemini decision to just snap out of their feelings and move along. So, yes, I can say that I don't understand putting your pain before yourself, but we all know that that's not voluntary. What I'm getting at, and I'm not throwing shade here, but what I'm getting at is that I think with you guys sometimes it can be voluntary. I think it's easier to live in the pain sometimes for you guys than to push forward into something new because it's like, I tried this, I got hurt, why would I try it again? Like I said, this is a learned behavior. But you have here some karmic backup, if you will. There are forces at work here who know exactly what's been going on with you, and I think that they think it's about time. And by they, I mean all of us collectively who know you, the universe, everyone, is like, we're the judgment card this month. We're the ones who are like, you know, I think it's time, kid. I think it's time to move along. And for once, I don't think you'll feel pressured or pushed by it. I think you'll take it for the support and encouragement that it is. But if you were watching for a Taurus, don't push them. The last thing you should ever do with a bull is try to push and pull on them. Bulls do what they want, period. If you try to push and pull on them, manipulate them, stick swords in them, hurt their feelings, all you're going to end up with is a more raging bull. Is it a coincidence that this guy has a red sash covering him? Because that's what it looks like to me. Sure, it could also be pools and pools of blood oozing out of the body. It looks like that red flag you wave in front of a bull. And you know what's so funny? Bulls can't even see color. They don't run at it because it's red. They run at it because someone's taunting them. You see what I'm getting at? Don't get caught in just blindly running at stuff because somebody's taunting you with it. Listen to the people around you right now that are telling you that you're too good for this, that you need to move forward, that you need to change your life, that you need to open up to new experiences. Listen to the people around you who are blowing this trumpet. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself. Now, 10 of Swords, Page of Cups, Scorpio. We know and we love that scorpionic energy for a rebirth. We're all about it. But it is a painful road to travel. And you can say, well, I've been traveling a very painful road for a very long time, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, there's the kind of pain that Tauruses hold, and then there's the kind of pain that the reality of what's actually going on brings you. Not that you're delusional, it's just that when you guys get something into your heart, it's very hard to change your mind about it. And it's possible for something to get in there that's not quite accurate, either because it's too hard on you or too hard on the other person. Either way, it's destructive. So bouncing back from that rock bottom moment that you of course have to hit before you can reach the heights of the Hierophant and the Empress, bouncing back from that, there is a scorpionic energy at play. Either there's someone in your life who's offering you quite a lot of love, or it's the energy of the archetype itself that's coming in to drag you up like the phoenix. Bulls being dragged up into the sky. Not the most poetic vision, right? Very grounded, fixed earth. What has to happen for fixed earth to actually have a phoenix moment? What needs to occur? Don't be afraid of it. Feel the feels. Feel the feels so much that you realize that they're no longer your feels. Feel the feels so much that you realize that they are feels from the past, and your learned behavior because of that experience and your fear around it has brought up the feels again as if they're happening right now. But that's good. That's exactly what we want. Don't fight it. Let the fear come up. Let the past come up. Let yourself think these things, but have this higher perspective. Remember, bull up in the air. Let yourself have the phoenix perspective on what it means now. Of course, indulge in it, but don't overindulge. And that can always be a problem with you guys. It can. You're too indulgent of people. You're too indulgent with yourselves. You're too indulgent with food. You're too indulgent with sleep, to say nothing of sex. And that's fine. We love you for it. Again, sensual earth. What's better than that? But that indulgence can take a real left on you if all you've got is swords sticking in your back. We don't want to indulge that. We don't want to indulge that. And let's take a look at this Capricorn here. Let's clarify that guy. Because for me, that's that Mars energy coming through. Mars hits Capricorn and is like, oh God, I'm so happy to be out of that. Capricorn's like, what's up, dude? Like, come in. Sit down. Take a load off. Where you been, man? Mars is like, I've been in the wackest situation. Like, she was driving me crazy. I had to leave. I was going to drown her in that water. I was going to drown her in that Aquarius water if I didn't leave. And Capricorn's like, yo, you want to play Fortnite? Mars in Capricorn is like the bros getting together in the basement, or I guess now they're called man caves, or dens more appropriately, and chilling and doing, guy things. So in your life, what that means is that you go from a high drama period. Mars in Aquarius is high drama. Like, just drama. And you go from that with a quickness. Yes, Mars. Mars quickens everything. Mars hits Capricorn in that retrograde with a quickness. And all of a sudden, you're feeling real, you're feeling that camaraderie. You're into it. You're good with it. And the new stuff just whoosh with that Capricorn energy just starts to pump through you. Let's look at this Hierophant Empress situation. Like I said, this doesn't have to be a love situation. Any of these energies doesn't have to be about love. Sure, it's a big part of our lives. We all wonder about it. But have you ever stopped to consider how much better your life would be if that wasn't the center of your life? If perhaps you had something else that was more important? Doesn't have to be yourself. You guys are never going to do that. But it can be some third thing. It can be kids. It can be nature. It can be healing itself that takes precedent. Once you put yourself and your healing above your need for love and your need, more accurately here, to love, you'll be doing great. And Mars in Capricorn is going to give you the opportunity to do just that. And it's going to be fun. A lot of people are going to struggle in August. Their emotions are going to be all over the place. They're going to be upset. They're not going to understand. Mars in Capricorn is not great for everyone. If you don't have heavy earth placements, or let's put it as significant earth placements, it's not going to be a happy time. Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. So first off, Wheel of Fortune in reverse is still amazing because there's just no negativity or any sort of pejorative connotation to the card. Knight of Pentacles, you. Now let's look at this all together. You know, this turn of events that brings you to this height, that brings this new person into your life, that brings this new job opportunity or money into your life, abundance incarnate here, yeah? At first, it may seem like a diminishing. You will have to humble yourself to find the glory within yourself. How Taurus is that? I'm not saying make yourself small. I'm saying approach with humility, and what you will find is that you will easily embody the Hierophant energy, easily. And what that will attract into your life is all sorts of abundance. If the major arcana are signs, lit up, reflective signs on a dark, winding country road, then when we get to the Hierophant and the Empress, those signs are saying, villa ahead, the house of your dreams ahead, the love of your life ahead. It's all now coming to you. Move slow. Move slow. That's why I think also the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, because you see how the energy and the speed picks up when Mars hits Capricorn. And the advice for you is, yeah, you're going to feel the need for that speed, but move slow. Not because anything is wrong. The way it says in the I Ching is this. You have to, if you do not start things with the proper foundation, there's no point in crying about it later that it fell apart. Things have to be begun in a way that is steady, stable, and I think that's part of where you guys trip up, because you spend so much time doing the steady, stable foundation building that if, God forbid, something happens, you end up, abandoned or hurt or lied to or cheated on or something. You just don't know what to do with that, because you're like, but I built this foundation, What should I do about this foundation I built? Yeah, what you should do is slowly move along and slowly start to build a new foundation, but don't build it around a person. This is really important. Don't build it around a person. I think also that's why all these Sag cards have come up, because Sagittarius don't give a fuck. It's about them, and that's all there is to it. It's just a fact. You ever see Jay-Z talk? Man, you may as well not even be in the room. He knows exactly what he's saying. He knows exactly what he's about. Your individuality, your ability to persevere, your beauty as an individual outside of the unit, outside of the family, outside of the kids, outside of school, outside of whatever identity or persona you've taken on, your identity outside of that, the true you, maybe a little bit arrogant, maybe a little bit headstrong, the true you will attract this to you. Move slow, move steady. It's coming. You can go get it as long as you're clear. And how do you do that? Well, first of all, you got to let go of this faux, false confusion. You're not confused. You may act confused because you're scared to act. That's fine. I'm not knocking you. But it's certainly not confusion. It's pretend confusion. You know what's going on. You know where you gotta go. You know what needs to be stripped of your thought process. You even know what you should be doing about it physically, emotionally, to get rid of it. You know all the things. You know all the things. And yet there is this persistent Seven of Cups energy. And I think it's because even though you know all the things, maybe you don't want to know all the things. And it's just you pushing against, the universe trying to bring you a very important realization. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's take the slow road to luck and happiness and promotion and money and partnership. Let's take the slow road there even if it seems a bit turned around, even if you could just go 1,000,000 miles an hour at this thing and it would be right side up and you would end up here like that, that's not what we're looking for, especially not after what you've been through. It's just not what we're looking for. It has to be something very stable, right? Judgment card. You know, when things just need to be said, when things need to be acknowledged, when things need to be brought to people's attention, there is a way, well, how to say this without upsetting anyone. There is a way to do it that is really harsh. It's too blunt. And the patient has to survive the cure. That goes for you and for other people. So if you find people being too harsh or too blunt, it may hurt your feelings. You may hurt some people's feelings, but understand that underneath it, there is this river of karma that is working. And we never really know when we become a vehicle for somebody else to receive their karma. Do we? You may find yourself the vehicle of someone receiving this karma this month, but be careful. Don't do nothing. Page of Cups and the Death card. So that Scorpio is really trying. Their energy is all over the place. They want in. They're at this point in their lives where they want what they want. They got that Jupiterian thing going on, and it makes them feel invincible, and they want what they want. You have to decide if your history with that Scorpio is in the Ten of Swords energy. You got to decide if that's something you want to get back into. If you're looking at somebody new who's a bit of a seductor, a seductive person in some way, then, and it's a new person, whether they're a water sign or not, be careful. Talk way more about the pains and the hurts and your youth and everything. Talk to them way more before you delve into this fixed energy sexuality. Because you know how y'all in Scorpio be. Everybody know how y'all be. Most sprung women on the planet be talking about a Taurus man did this to me, a Scorpio man did this to me. Most hurt, their feelings are hurt. Men on the planet run around talking about how Scorpio women did this to me. Scorpio men did this to me. Taurus women did this to me. Yeah, 'tis true. So, why do we want to be careful here and be in complete control, have complete license to change what we want in terms of our transformation, in terms of our Phoenix moment? Because we're looking for something very specific. You're not using anybody, but you are looking for something extremely specific. Earth sign, stable partnership that works like a well-oiled machine. Great abundance is implied here. And the way to receive it is you need to finally get away from your source of heartbreak. Whether that's you need to physically fly away, mentally go away, go spend the night at your cousin's house, whatever you need to. I say go spend the night at your friend's house and the camera froze. That's how much it scares you to leave a situation that's already hurting you? I guess so. But have you ever considered that outside of the pain that right now you're too scared to leave is something phenomenal? Doesn't seem like it can happen, huh? This month, it can happen. Let's clarify here with these Sages. That transmutation card there, the Magician card, letting us know that we need to use all of this as raw material. Get it all on the table so we can turn the alchemical wheel and get things going. So how do we turn the Wheel of Fortune around? Well, it's just about timing. You see that Knight of Pentacles? He's slow. So Wheel of Fortune upside down is implying, oh, this is so slow. Doesn't this person want their blessings or what? And what that person is blocking you from is happiness. There's someone here who feels like every little thing you do is cause for complaint. Yeah. So let's clarify the Three of Hearts. Since the Sag cards don't want to clarify, let's clarify them. Okay, so let's try again. Let's go with Sag. Very secretive. They're not opening up to you. There's some kind of a block there. There are some Sagittarians who will feel that you are a rival coming up. A rival to them and what they want. Lord have mercy. Speaking of rivals, these air signs and that Virgo right there, they're not trying to let you have that. They're not trying to let you have what they don't have. Be careful with people that you already know probably aren't very good friends with you, and they're looking to use you for something. Be careful of how hurtful the Virgo energy can be when flanked by these mean-ass sword cards. This Virgo in your life, Taurus, that Virgo is just mean. That's someone you need to get away from. Now I understand even more the confusion and not knowing whether you want to go back or go forward. Or it's because it has that Virgo energy. It keeps you strung up, keeps you on a leash or more like on a hook. And then we have Ace of Wands, Page of Swords, the Justice card, Libra coming up strong, and the Nine of Swords. There's also 4, 6, 10. Libras are going through it. And I think in what they've gone through, they can offer you a lesson. Reach out to people if you are in distress, because there is this latent, hidden hurt there. And it can mushroom. It can turn into something bigger if you don't watch it, especially if it has to do with a Libra being really mean to you with their words. That stuff can sit with you for a long time. It can sit with you for a long time. But all that's going to do is rob you of your ability to be a good person and to have actual fun times. And perhaps wait on the blessings that are unseen. They are there, but they have yet to be revealed. Right? Well, okay, Taurus. That was your extended. Check it, check it. Check it, check it. Yes. 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 I love you guys. I'll see you in September.